Alright, our lesson title for today is Points on the Coordinate Plane. On my printout, I actually have the wrong learning targets there, so let's just look at them here real quick. It says, I can describe a coordinate plane that has 4 quadrants. So typically when we've looked at coordinate planes in the past, you've only ever seen 1 quadrant. Today you'll be seeing 4. I can plot points with negative coordinates in the coordinate plane, and I know what negative numbers and coordinates tells us. Okay. So, looking back, here we have a coordinate plane with 4 different points, and they want us to write an ordered pair for each point. An ordered pair is how we write points on the coordinate plane, and they are always in an XY pair. So at this point, if you want to go ahead and pause the video and try and write the ordered pairs yourself. For A, I can see that it is, so this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, always important to know, x is left and right, y is up and down. It is 3 to the right and up 4. So this is A is at 3, 4. 3 on the x, 4 on the y-axis. B is back 4, up 2. So I can see that B is at negative 4 on the x-axis, but the y is still positive 2. C is back negative 5 on the x, it's to the left 5 spaces, and then it is down 3. So C actually has 2 negative points. And D is forward 4, so positive 4 on the x-axis, and down 2 on the y-axis. So what do you notice about the locations and ordered pairs of B, C, and D, and how are they different from those for point A? Okay, so B, C, and D are in different quadrants. And have negative numbers. Right, because you guys have worked with coordinate planes before, but previously you just worked with this one, the positive coordinate plane. But now we're going to be working on a coordinate plane that now has 4 quadrants, and they include negative values. Now it says plot point negative 2, 5, and label it E, and plot another point at 3, negative 4, and 5/10, and label it F. Okay, so negative 2, so the first number is the x. So back 2, and then up 5. And this is our E. And then F is positive 3, so forward 3. And then down, because it's negative, down 4.5. Here's F. Okay. All right, on to the next page. All right. So the coordinate plane is divided into 4 quadrants, and they are written in Roman numerals. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kind of funky. 1 is the one that you guys have always worked with before, and then it kind of goes in counterclockwise. So quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So like it's kind of weird. Normally we would think that like we count this way, but we actually are counting this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it does go in a circle, but you start going to the left. All right. So let's look at G. G is 5, 2. So try and see if you can plot these 3 points on these quadrants, and then resume the video to check. So G is at 5, 2. So once again, that's 5 on the x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 2. So G would be about here. H is negative 1, negative 5. So back 1 on the x, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's H. And here's I, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4. Be about here. Alright, so G is in quadrant 1. H is in quadrant 3. And I is in quadrant 4. All right, so and if you need a refresher, 1, 2, and 3 are really easy. They're just vertical lines. And then 4 is 1 for B. Okay. A point has a positive y coordinate. In which quadrants could it be? Well, so here is y. Y is up and down. So if y is positive, then it needs to go up, which is quadrants 1 and 2. So if you had a negative y coordinate, then you could be in 3 or 4 because it takes you down, right? So normally, if we think of a number line, most of the ones we've been working with, positives get bigger to the right, and then negatives get smaller as we go to the left. We have looked at vertical number lines before as well, like with like a temperature. So once again, we can see that the negatives go down. So now we're just kind of combining a horizontal number line and a vertical number line for the coordinate plane. All right, so coordinated archery. So here's an image of an archery target on a coordinate plane. The scores for landing an arrow in the colored regions are shown. So this is like if you've ever played darts. Yellow gets you 10 points. Red, which is the next smallest circle, gets you 8. Blue 6. Green 4. And if you land in the white, you get 2 points. So it says name the coordinates for a possible landing point to score. Find at least 2 coordinates for each. The first one is done for you. So 6 points is blue. So they said -2, -4. So here's 0 up here. Important to note, that's your origin, 0. And so -2, back 2, and then it says -4, which is down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's right there, and we can see that that would land us on blue. So yep, I agree, that would get us 6 points. Let's try another one. What about -3? And then down -1, -2. So -3, -2 would also land us in the blue. So why don't you go through and try and come up with 2 points for each of these, and then you can resume this video to check your work. All right, so 10 is yellow. Again, I can see that I have to go back to, say, -4. Okay, so I'm going to put -4. And then I go down -1, -2, -3, -4. So -4, -4 would get me yellow, land on yellow for 10 points. Another coordinate pair I could do would be -5. So back -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And then down -1, -2, -3, -4. So -5, -4 would also get me in yellow. 2 points is white. So here, -1, -1 would land me right here. So I'll write that this is white. And -1, -1. Okay. All right. So once again, if you haven't already, pause the video now and try and find the rest of the points you can yourself. Alright, so now here are some more possible answers. Once again, if you found different coordinates than the ones I have listed, that's okay, because for all of these there are more than 2 points. That's just the minimum they wanted us to find. So white was this outer ring. I said back 1, down 1, so -1, -1 would be 1. And then -8, -1. So if I go back all the way to -8 and go down 1, that also would land me in white. No points would be outside of this circle. So I said 2, 1 would be a point. And also 3, -5 would be a point. So to the right 3 and down 5 would land me outside. Green, -4, 0. Because I did not need to go up or down on the y-axis. I just went back 4 and stayed at 0 on the y. And then also -5, 8. Back 5, down 8. Lands me there. And red, -4, -3. And -6, -4. Okay, so a lot of different possibilities there. All right. So, big ideas, lesson summary. So you need to know that ordered pairs are always written as xy. That's what an ordered pair looks like. A negative x coordinate is to the left of 0. A negative y coordinate is below 0. And we should also write there are 4 quadrants on a coordinate plane, right? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now get started on those practice problems and exit ticket. Make sure to use this video and your notes to help guide you on those practice problems.